everyone, Miss Diorio here from Citizenship Academy with lesson 10 today in module 4. So for this lesson, we're building off of what we did in lesson 9, talking about how to use the math drawings, the place value charts with the little dots instead of the discs, to show a number in vertical form, how to bundle those tens and move them over, all that good stuff. So we're going to be working with 2-digit and 3-digit numbers in vertical form today. So you're definitely going to want something to write with. Again, I'm going to use my notebook because that has a lot of space. So make sure you grab that, grab something to write with, something to write on, and meet me back here. Ready? Okay, we're going to start with an application problem today. Here we go. Our problem says, Moises sold 24 raffle tickets on Monday and, let me move myself, 4 fewer tickets on Tuesday. How many tickets did he sell on both days? I'm noticing something right away about this problem. What are you noticing? So it says he sold 24 raffle tickets on Monday. So I'm going to start by writing 24, and I'm going to put that tape diagram on Monday. All right, perfect. On Tuesday, he sold 4 fewer. So 4 less on Tuesday. So that's going to be 24 minus 4. Now, it's not asking us how many he sold on Tuesday, is it? It's not, right? The question is asking us how many he sold on Monday and Tuesday. Oops, T there. Monday and Tuesday. But do we know how many sold on Tuesday? We don't yet, right? So this is going to be a 2-step problem, okay? So we can't just add or subtract 24 and 4 because that's not going to give us our answer. We need to know how many he sold on both days. And to do that, we have to figure out how many he sold on Tuesday. So given that information, I want you to try and work through this. Solve for Tuesday first, and then solve for both days. So I want you to pause the video and try this on your own, and then we'll go over it. How'd you do? Good? Okay, so let's try it. So our first step was to solve for how many tickets he sold on Tuesday. Tuesday, he sold 4 fewer tickets. So 24 minus 4. Now that's kind of an easier fact because the ones are the same. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say 24 minus 4. That's going to be 20. So he sold how many tickets on Tuesday? 20 tickets. Perfect. Now, what's our next step? Remember, this is a 2-step problem. What's our next step? Exactly. We need to figure out how many he sold all together. So he sold 24 on Monday and 20 on Tuesday. So we're going to add those together. One way to do it is to use the arrow method and get to 44. So how many tickets did Moises sell? 44 tickets. Thumbs up if you got it. Good job. Okay, let's move on. Okay, for this, you don't need your paper and pencil. I want to see if you can do this in your head. So we see 37 minus 19 on our board right now. Now that's a little bit of a tricky fact, right? It's hard to figure out. So we're going to try and move these numbers around to make it easier for us to subtract. So looking at this problem, how much more does 19 need to make to get to the next 10? How many more do we need? Just one, right? Just one more. So now what you're going to do is you're going to add 1 to each number and then give me that number sentence. So you're going to add 1 to 37 and add 1 to 19. And what number sentence do we get? You can write this down too if it's too many numbers. It's too many numbers for my brain. I'm going to write it down. Add 1 to each. So if we add 1 to 37, we get 38. And if we add 1 to 19, we get 20. So our new number sentence is 38 minus 20. That's much easier to solve for, right? What do we get? 18. Good job. All right, let's try this one. 52 minus 39. How many do we need to get from 39 to the next 10? 39 to 40 is our next 10. How many do we need? Just one again, right? Okay, same thing with this one. To make that new problem, to make it easier for us to solve, you're going to add 1 to 52 and add 1 to 39. Tell me that new number sentence. Awesome. It's going to be 53 minus 40. Much easier to solve for, right? What's that answer? 13. Very good. All right, let's try another one. Now we're going to add. Okay, so we've got to change our mindset a little bit here. 29 plus 23. How many more does 29 need to get to the next 10? To get to 30, how many do we need? One more. Beautiful. Okay, when you add one more to 29, we're going to take that 1 away from 23 because we need to keep it even. So we're going to add 1 to 29. We need to take it away from 23 so that our answer stays even. So add 1 more to 29, take 1 away from 23, and tell me what the new number sentence is. You're still adding, but you're adding 1 to 29, taking 1 away from 23. Awesome. We're going to get 30 plus 22. And what's that? That's easier to add. 52. Awesome. So 29 plus 23 is 52. Let's do another adding one. Okay. How many do we need to get from 19 to 20? 1. Perfect. Now, same thing when we're adding with this. We're going to add 1 to 19, but we need to keep it even, so we're going to take 1 away from 38. You do this when you're adding only. With subtraction, you can add 1 together, but when you're adding, you need to add and subtract to keep the number even. So add 1 to 19, take 1 away from 38. Those are the answer. So it's going to be 20 plus 37. 20 plus 37 is 57. Beautiful. Okay, let's get into our adding and subtracting 3-digit numbers. So on your paper, I want you to write in vertical form 26 plus 147. That's right here for you. Then next to it, draw the place value for it. Remember, we're not using our place value discs, we're using drawings. So show me 26 and then under it 147. Okay? Make sure that you leave a space in between so that you can see 26 and 147. All right, so pause, do that now. Come back when you're ready. Okay, so what we can do now, too, is looking at our place value chart, we can write this in expanded form. We can do 100 plus 60 plus 13. We can add it that way, too. Totally another way to think about it, another way to look at it. If that makes sense for you, be my guest and write it out that way. I like using expanded form because it's easy to see the total number that we're going to get to. Okay, because we have 13 ones, what are we going to do with those 13 ones? Exactly. So go ahead and draw a circle around 10 of them and then draw an arrow and move them over. Go ahead and do that on your paper right now. Draw a circle around 10. Perfect. Now that we have our group of 10, we're going to draw an arrow and add another 10 into our tens place. Good. Now, when we do that, what do we need to do to our vertical form? Don't forget this step. Yes, add a 1 into our tens place, so we don't forget to add it in. Perfect. Now, how many ones do we have left over that are not in our circle? Perfect. Okay, now we're going to add our tens. Don't forget to add that 1 in, or you can just count them here. We should have 7. And then, did we change our hundreds place at all? Nope. All good. That's the same. So 26 plus 147 is 173. Awesome job. All right, let's try another one. Go ahead and pause the video. Write this on your paper. 35 plus 106. And then show me it on your place value drawing. So pause the video, do that, come back when you're done. Got it? Okay. Remember, very important that when you start drawing it on your place value chart, I'm sure you've been doing this already because you guys are on it, but make sure that you draw it in a 5 group. So that for 6, we have 5 and 1 down here, showing the 5 group. So it's easier to see 10. Okay. So again, we can write this place value chart in expanded form, 100 plus 30 plus 11. One way to solve it. But I want you to solve it by circling a group of 10, moving them over, and finishing that vertical form. So I want you to do it on your own paper, and then come back when you're done and we'll go over it. Good? Okay. So first step, we see that there's 11 in our ones place, so we're going to circle a group of 10. Then we're going to slide them over and add a 10. Good so far? Awesome. Now that we have that 10 in there, we have to do what? Yes, add it into our tens group in our vertical form. So write it in there. Awesome. How many ones do we have left over that are not in our circle? 1. Very good. How many tens do we have? You can see it here. 3 and 1. 3 and 1 is 4. And then did we change our hundreds at all? Nope, that's still the same. Awesome job. All right, so you are going to continue practicing this in your exit ticket today. You're going to draw a place value chart for each problem. And I want you to draw a picture of the 100 tens and ones, just like we were doing in the lesson, for each of your number sentences, each of your equations, okay? So 127 plus 18, you're going to draw 127 plus 18. You're going to circle your 10 ones, make a new 10 group. You're going to add your little 1 on your vertical form. Don't forget that step. You're going to count them all up, and you're going to choose the best answer. Don't forget to add your 1 on your vertical form. Some of these answers might try and trick you by not having added that 1. So be careful. Choose best answer. Number 5 is a word problem that you will do fabulously with, and I will see you tomorrow.